This is the Vallow Daybell murder case. In 2019, we learned that two children, Joshua Vallow and his sister Tylee Ryan, were missing from Rexburg, Idaho. Here's a few things I found pre 2019, just a few things that are of importance to this story. So, as of 2006, marriage records show Lori Ryan married her fourth husband, Charles Vallow. Lori entered the marriage with her son Colby and Tylee, the daughter of her third husband, Joseph Ryan Jr., family members had said in 2014. Charles and Lori adopted Joshua, J.J. Vallow. He is the biological grandson of Charles' sister, Kay Woodcock, who is married to Larry Woodcock. Also, in 2018, April 3rd, Tylee's father, Joseph Ryan, died. He was ruled a heart attack and was cremated, and little other information is available about his death. So in this picture right here of Charles, it shows him pleading for Lori to receive mental health help. The officers weren't determined to really help him at the time. She said she just seemed in a normal state of mind and she was medically cleared. It's sad because in numerous video clips, Charles is literally telling police officers that she is willing to kill him and will kill him. And she calls him like a name, Ned Flanders or something. And it's just all made up in her head in this sick little game they have of believing in something deeper than what life really is.
We're LDS. She thinks she's a resurrected being and a God, and remember the 144,000. Jesus is coming next year. She took all the money out of her bank account today. My truck has gone from the airport. She went to the airport and got it. I just flew in from Dallas. Houston and Dallas. So
where's your truck?
I don't know.
Okay.
A friend of mine's truck picked me up. I went to the CSI to file a report, which is the community bridges or something. To file a report.
So you did the petition?
Yeah, they ordered a pickup.
Okay. What time did you do that?
Hour and a half ago.
Okay. So what makes her a danger to herself and to others?
She threatened me, murder me, kill me.
She threatened to murder you?
Yes. And she said,
how did she do that?
My bishop right there is in the car. He was on the phone with me today when she said, "I will have you destroyed." That's what she said there.
Okay, that's not a threat to kill you.
Yesterday was a threat to kill me.
Okay. What did she say yesterday?
She said, "You're not Charles. I don't know who you are, what you did with Charles, but I can murder you now with my powers."
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Says I'm gonna kill you too. Yesterday was I'm gonna.
So she's speaking as a spiritual being.
She's not here. She's lost her reality.
So all of this is escalating pretty quickly. The timeline is actually crazy fast. So in June, Melanie and her husband Brandon Boudreau decide to get a divorce because Brandon claims Melanie affiliated herself with similar beliefs as her aunt and joined a cult. So obviously Brandon is not okay with it, which is like the best thing he could have done. And so also already in July, Alex Cox shot and killed Charles. I believe he shot him 4 to 6 times in the chest. And by the end of August, Lori, Tylee, JJ, Alex, and Melanie moved to Rexburg, Idaho. And for the record, Melanie Boudreau is Lori Vallow's niece. She became affiliated with her aunt's beliefs and Chad's beliefs and just followed them everywhere they went. I'm going to backtrack to 2018. Lori and Chad had been talking by then. So we're already in 2019, so they had been talking by October 26, discussing their beliefs over emails and whatnot. And just days after Alex shoots and kills Charles, Chad sends multiple texts to Lori in what investigators call a romance novel. Chad, who is still married to Tammy at the time, describes in a detailed sex relationship between James and Elena the names he reportedly uses to substitute for himself and Lori, as if he was trying to hide it or cover it up or something like that. So we are already in September 8th, around that mark, when Tylee, JJ, Lori, and Alex visit Yellowstone National Park. Now, this is the last time anyone has seen Tylee alive. Now, on the same day, Chad signs an application with Tammy to increase her life insurance to the maximum amount allowed on the policy. The next day, phone records show and place Alex on Chad's property in the general area where investigators would eventually find Tylee's remains. That same day, Chad allegedly texts Tammy saying he shot a raccoon and buried it in their pet cemetery. So, a couple days before this, Lori enrolled JJ at Kennedy Elementary School in Rexburg on September 3rd. Principal Josh Wilson says less than 3 weeks later, JJ attends class for the last time and his mother unenrolls him, saying he would be homeschooled. Tylee was never enrolled in any school in Idaho, even though Lori claimed her daughter was attending BYU, Idaho. Later on in October 1st, Lori rents a 10 by 10 storage unit from the Self Storage Plus in Rexburg. Surveillance video at the facility obtained by East Idaho News, which is where I got a lot of my information from, shows Lori and a man visiting the unit 9 times in October and once in November. Often the man, who appears to be Alex, comes alone. Another visit shows Alex and a man who appears to be Chad during one visit. Chad and Lori visit the storage facility together as well. Now, the next day, Brandon returns from the gym from his home in Arizona when he says he was shot at with a bullet missing his head by inches. The shooter was driving a Jeep registered to then dead Charles Vallow. That same day, Lori purchases a wedding ring on Amazon, later seen on her finger at the beach wedding with Chad Daybell. Now, obviously, Alex left Idaho to go to Arizona to try to kill and shoot Brandon, right? So, why would he do that? Why would he go down and try to kill Brandon? What is the purpose? You know what I mean? Later on, I have a video to show you of Melanie and Alex at Brandon's mother's house trying to get their kids, and it makes no sense because why else would Alex be there again? Or if at all. So on October 9th, a few days after Brandon's shooting, Tammy calls 911 and also says a masked man shot her in her driveway with a paintball gun. She posts about the experience on Facebook, saying she has no idea who the person was or why they would shoot at her. Court documents later indicate Alex attempted to shoot and kill Tammy that day as well. 10 days later, after the shooting at Tammy Daybell's house, Chad calls 911 and says Tammy died in her sleep at their Salem home. Detectives visit the home, and investigators originally ruled the death as natural. The coroner does not perform an autopsy, and Tammy is buried at the Evergreen Cemetery in Springville on October 22nd, at which the family would hold a memorial service in Rexburg the following day. But everything leading up to this point is so alarming, and no one sees this. No one sees this at all until the kids go missing, at which 2 weeks later, after Tammy's death, Chad and Lori are married already in Ohio by November 5th. They then return to Rexburg. Over the coming weeks, police say Chad told witnesses that Lori had no minor children. Police also say Lori told people Tylee died years earlier. That is alarming as well. Now, as I mentioned earlier, here's a video of Melanie Boudreau at Brandon's house trying to get her children released to her, and she knew there was a no contact order. So I'll let you watch this video and show me what you see in the video. It's crazy to me, and it's just absurd. So with all this going on, and now Melanie going down there, why is no one questioning this? Why is Alex there? Is Alex trying to do the same thing to her children? Is Melanie in on it as well? This is one thing that never stood right by me, because Melanie should be convicted too. I feel like she was trying to do the same thing as Lori is doing with her children and killing her children as well. Like, please tell me if you see this as well, because I do. Alex was with her. Why was he there? Why was she trying to get her children at that time of night? You know what I mean? And then everything that led up to this, Chad and Lori got married, Tylee is already missing, JJ is being questioned about the family, like, where's JJ, you know, where's Tylee? So it's just all not making any sense whatsoever.
Where'd you get this order from?
So this is our mediation order.
Okay.
I also have another copy of the original copy of the court. This is my time with the kids. My husband's been hiding with them over a month out of state.
We talked to you the other day, right?
Yes. So
And
I
they
asked
told
for
you-
somebody to come in and check in on them to just make sure they're safe, because my husband will, or my ex-husband will not talk to me.
So we told you they were safe yesterday, right, on the phone?
You
We
said that
we saw
on the phone,
the
but
kids.
they are supposed to be in my custody right now. Yeah, they are. There's no.
Okay, hey, right now we're working through something else, okay?
Yeah,
So
if you just want to step
he's
inside,
lied
we'll
to
come
everyone
talk to
saying
you in
he
a
has.
moment, okay?
He said he's had a protection order against them, and there was nothing. I've never been served with anything.
So-
He's lied to everybody, and he kind
So
of does
what
this. So
what were you wanting to happen tonight? Coming over here, were you going to try to take the kids away from them, or what's
I'm not,
going on?
No, I'm not taking. I'm just trying to show that I was going to bring this copy to them and say this is my time with the kids.
Okay.
He's had them out of state, and he's been lying to. Everyone's protecting them. Like, I know they're nice. My in-laws are nice people, but they've been lied to, saying that there's a protection order in place, and there isn't. My kids are. I'm worried they're in danger because my husband's been doing a lot of things that cause me to worry. He says he was shot at a month ago, and then he went into hiding, and no one in Arizona has seen him for weeks or my children, and he kept them out for over a month with truant absences. I asked an officer to just come over here last night to just make sure they're safe, and he said I can't do a welfare check or a wellness check.
So did
for
you
some
not hear
reason.
me when I was talking? We were talking to you on the phone the other day, and said we came here because you were here. We came here. We checked on the kids. They were
Are you talking about
okay.
yesterday or
Yeah.
the day before?
The day before.
I heard and I had to call in because I didn't know if that was. I just heard something on speaker. I didn't hear everything. I heard that it wasn't super clear, and so I called in the next day and I said, "Can you? Because I don't want to have to go over there again. Can you send an officer to come check in?"
Came over here anyways when we told you that you
Well,
were
I have
trespassing. It
I
doesn't
have
matter,
illegal.
right?
Well, my children are inside, and they're
understand that,
probably in
right?
danger.
They're probably in danger. You know that for sure. Like.
Well, I know what my ex is capable of, and he has a lot of evil people working with him. So I just wanted to make sure my kids were safe last night, and the officer.
So do
do
you
that.
think
So
this
I need to
was
speak
the
to a
right?
victim's advocate.
Okay.
If you can.
But you were trespassed, correct? You remember that on the phone?
I asked you if you understood. You stated you did. So.
Okay.
So you understand you're trespassed, right?
Yes, but I believe with my order, I can come and just get my. I'm
Nope.
not going in.
Nope.
I'm not going into the house.
Nope.
I'm just.
You're
coming in.
trespassed from the property. You being on the lawn right now is a violation of that trespass.
Well, I can get off.
Well, it doesn't
Just-
really matter now.
I'm not trying to barge into their house or to run and take my. I'm just trying to be peacefully, trying to do what's right and what's in my order.
Is this an order from Arizona?
Yes,
when
it
you were
is.
in there?
They're illegally out of state right now. Like he's keeping them out of school for over a month. I've been searching for them. I don't know what else to do. I asked someone to just come over and see if they're safe last night, and Carlson probably scared them off, saying there's a protection order, and there's no protection order. We can go and look everything up right now.
Okay.
I haven't seen or talked to my kids. I have a 2-year-old, 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 9-year-old, and they haven't seen their mom for over. And my husband's been doing drugs, and he's.
Well, this is probably not the best way to go about it, right? To come here and try to.
I tried asking if an officer.
We're
I was
safe,
told I
right?
have a mediation. I have this court order saying it's my time with the kids. If I know where they're at, I can go and get them.
No, so you can't come over here and forcefully take them.
Not forcefully. I'm
and
just
we
knocking,
can't come
saying
over here
I
and
was
forcefully
going to give them an
take
order
them
because
out,
I know
right?
they've been lied to, saying there's
Okay,
a
well,
protection order.
That's something that you're going to have to take up with the courts, right? Like we told you the other day. You're going to have to go to
I
the
don't know if
courts.
they're safe, and I feel like they're in danger.
We
and
can go in there and check and see if they're safe.
If you
And then we
can,
can come
sir.
back here and we can tell you
Sir,
they're
if you
safe.
can.
Stop talking, okay? We can go in there, check if they're safe, but we already trespassed you from this property saying you can't come back here. And what you do, you came back here. And it doesn't matter if you got this piece of paper. We told you not to come back here, and you come back here and you're upsetting everybody, and now it's just a whole freaking problem. So your whole thing is here is you want to come here and check if they're safe? You want a welfare check on them?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Well, and it's my time with
Yeah,
them.
so that's another problem, right? So this is a whole civil problem. This is a whole court thing, okay? Because even if you do come here with these papers and say, yep, it's my time, they're not giving them back to me, then the only thing you got to do is go to the courts and you got to say, hey, listen, if these are signed by a judge down there in the court or whatever, he can say, you know what, this is your time, let's get this back in court, let's have him come back to court, let's do this, then we can give you a report number and we can stop talking, okay, I'm explaining some things, okay? Are you understanding what I'm saying?
I am, sir.
So this isn't the best way to go about things.
Yes, sir.
You can bring up everything to the judge. You think he's doing drugs and that he's been getting shot at and that it's not a safe environment for your kids. But what you can't do is come to a place where you've been trespassed.
Yes, sir. I just thought with my order, then I can just... It's okay. Thank you.
So now there's a bigger problem here because we trespassed you and you weren't supposed to be on here and you're causing alarm to them and everything like that.
What's up, Alex? You have your ID on you, man? Just basically in my back pocket. Sure.
Cool.
How's it going?
Pretty good, dude. Not bad. You guys came all the way from Arizona? No. Oh, where were you coming from?
Idaho.
Oh, Idaho. That's right.
Go ahead.
Do you live in Idaho?
Yeah, I just moved up there.
From where?
From Arizona.
Oh. What the heck?
Apparently it was too warm.
Idaho's a big change.
It's a good change. It's nice.
Alright, here's your ID back, man.
Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it, man. No problem. I can turn the dome light on if you like.
Well, I'd keep my light out of your face, probably. I'm just, with everybody here, we can watch her, and then all of a sudden she's like, yeah, I got somebody out here. We're like, whoa, just let's make sure everybody's safe and okay. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So,
I'm not moving.
cool.
None of that.
Yeah.
So, as you can see in that clip, there's more than meets the eye, right? I hope you guys see that as well. So I wanted to throw that video in there. I'm not sure if it got around YouTube or the news media outlets as much as it should have. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So I'm going to try and split this video story into 2 or 3 videos. There is just so much to cover with adding video clips in for you guys. So in the next video, we will be covering when the kids went missing and some more footage. I have so much for you guys to see, and I'm really excited to do this story for you. So I just want to thank everyone for the support I have been getting. There has been a lot of changes in my life that had made me busy. Good changes, of course. So I figured now would be a good time to get back in it for you all. So please stay tuned in for the next video, and thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. Alright, thanks guys.